Hey everybody, it's Michael with Keller Williams Real Estate. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to be going through the first section of Ignite. And this first session is kind of around mindset, and it's going to talk to you about Keller Williams, who we are as Keller Williams agents and as a company. So let's go ahead and dive in. So we're going to be talking about, what's it mean to be a real estate expert. We're going to be going over lead generation, lead follow-up. We're going to touch on transactions. So starting, spark your career, embrace your job, connect with your market and define your value, and then lead gen, lead follow, and transactions as we discussed. So let's start with a new way of thinking. So anyone can do it, not everyone will you? I have a personal belief that the agent that can handle the most amount of rejection or gets rejected the most is going to make the most amount of money. Basically what I mean by that is if you're out there, you're working, you're getting in front of people, the more people that are rejecting you, that means the more people you're getting in front of, the more people that are telling you no, you're going to start getting some yeses. The more no's you get, the more yeses you get, and that's going to lead to the more money you make. So committing to self-mastery. What does committing to self-mastery mean? I think in real estate, it's a broad field with a lot to learn. And so, whether you're representing a buyer or a seller, you've got to dive in and be continuously learning and always learning to become a better agent. We also talk about committing to the 80-20 principle. For those of you that have never heard of the 80-20 principle, it basically states that 20% is going to yield 80% of the production. So for example, 20% of the agents in the business make 80% of the money or do 80% of the business. I think you could even equate it to even a restaurant. I'm sure 20% of the servers turn 80% of the tables. You could even look at it in terms of, tech companies. There's so many tech companies out there, but if I ask you a tech company, only a few come to mind. Apple, Google, right? The big tech companies, the top 20%, are probably doing 80% of the business in that sector. What does move from E to P mean? Moving from E to P is initially you start off as entrepreneurial, and eventually you're going to move over to purposeful. So eventually when you're getting into the business, you're learning what works for you, what do you like to do, what do you not like to do, and eventually you're going to move over to systems, tools, and models, and you're going to start doing business on purpose instead of on accident. Like I said, make being learning-based the foundation of your action plan, which I think falls in line with committing to self-mastery. Always be willing to learn. Your market's going to shift, contracts are going to change. In this business, you always have to be willing to learn and grow to stay in business and continue to do business. We're going to talk about removing your limiting beliefs. Some people say, well, I can't do that. For example, if I said, hey, let's go cold call, some people are going to be like, there's no way, I'm never cold calling. Well, if you could make $100,000 a year cold calling, would that change your perspective? And be accountable, right? If you commit to saying, hey, I want to make $100,000 a year, are you doing the activities and the actions needed to yield $100,000 a year? So committing to self-mastery, know what your goals are. Know what your strengths and weaknesses are. Your strengths might be, hey, put me in a room and I'm going to work the room and I'm going to generate some business. I'm going to generate some contacts. Others are like, oh, you put me in a room full of people, I'm hiding in the corner, right? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Know how to work with both your strengths and weaknesses to seek and master the necessary knowledge, skills, and habits to reach your goals. Commit to the 80-20 principle. We touched on this. 20% of your actions are going to lead to 80% of your results. So really that means if you focus and do your top 20%, what you have to do every day, you're going to lead, it's going to yield 80% of your production. Moving from E to P, kind of like what I talked about, right? Initially, you're going to start doing things, trial and error. You're going to have some success, and then you're going to have some failures. You're going to have some success, then you're going to have some failures, and then that cycle continues and continues and continues. How do we get you into a system where you do the same thing day in and day out, and it's a repeatable process, it's a repeatable model, and now You're building a scalable business. You're doing things on purpose. You're not doing things on accident. Make being learning-based the foundation of your action plan. I think it's similar to E to P, right? Yeah, you keep doing the same thing over and over, and you keep hitting that brick wall, versus you hit that brick wall. What did I learn from it? Who can I talk to do things differently? Who can I talk to show me a better way? Now we're breaking through that brick wall. We're breaking through that ceiling, and you're growing your business. I am neither especially clever nor especially gifted. I am only very, very curious. I really like this quote. I think if you remain in curiosity, you remain learning-based, you're going to grow and you're going to do well in this business. So what is your belief system? We kind of touched on this. If I said, hey, let's go cold call, are you going to do it? Let's go door knock. Are you going to do it? Your strengths might be, I'm great at social media. I'm going to do a social media video all day long. But you asked me to go cold call. I'm not doing it. So unlimiting beliefs is like, hey, I'm willing to try anything. And I'm going to try anything until I find something that works and I find something that sticks. Or limiting beliefs. I don't have enough time for training. I can't be successful in this market. I can't devote 3 hours each day to lead generation. Right? What stories are you telling yourself that are getting in the way of you doing business? Be accountable. Life happens, reality shows up. For example, ignorance, you're not asking any questions, you're not growing. Well, awareness, what kind of market am I in? Is the market changing? Are we going from a seller's market to a buyer's market? How do I need to adapt my business so I can continue to grow and be profitable and thrive in this business? I fight reality. That's not the way it is. That's not how I see it. Clarity. Well, yeah, the market is changing. How do I need to change to adapt with the market? Our contracts are changing. How do I need to adapt the way I write contracts and present contracts so my contracts get accepted? I'm blaming the market. I'm not getting any showings because this market is tough. Or this market's tough. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, the market's changed. Originally when we listed at this price. Well, the market's changed. We need to improve the price so we can go and get your home sold. Right? Are you accountable or are you a victim? Personal excuses. It's not my job. I was never given a chance. That won't work in my market. I can guarantee you there's somebody that's making this work in your market and that's doing well in your market. Waits and hopes. Did you just put a sign in the yard and hopefully it sells? Or do you have a plan? Are you taking action to get this home sold? So are you going to be a victim? Or are you going to be accountable? What kind of agent do you want to be? Happiness is not an individual sport. So let's talk about KW culture. What does KW culture look like? So KW culture, we have something called our mission, vision, values, beliefs, and perspectives, which we'll go through. We have Red Day. Once a year, KW as a country shuts down and we go give back to the community. We've gone and volunteered at food banks. We've done food drives. We've done, home improvement projects for people. It's endless what we do as a company across the country on every Red Day. So definitely get involved. We have a charity, KW Cares. When one of our agents needs help, you can apply for a KW Cares grant. We've got KW Kids Can. KW Kids Can is, we're engaging the next generation of leaders. We're training them on mindset. We're giving them scholarships. We've got DEI. We've got cultural ambassadors. Whatever you're looking for in KW, wealth building, KW wellness. We're here to support you and help you grow, not only professionally, but personally as well. MVVBP, what's our mission, vision, value, beliefs, and perspective? Our mission is to build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, experiences worth giving, and legacies worth leaving. Our belief system is win-win or no deal, integrity, do the right thing, customers always come first, commitment in all things, communication, seek first to understand, creativity, ideas before results, teamwork, together everyone achieves more, Trust starts with honesty. Equity, opportunities for all. Success results through people. I've talked about Red Day, KW Cares, KW Kids Can. What's the value? What's the market center value for you? We're top franchise for veterans, top female-friendly company, top 500 franchises. There's a whole bunch of accolades, but the way I look at it from a franchise owner to a real estate agent getting into the business, I'm in this with you. I'm here to help you grow your business. I'm here to help you start and launch your business. Let's go out there and be successful and thrive together. Your success and my success depend on each other. We're in this together. Market center value to you is, we provide you local training in the office. There's regional training events. KW does national events. There's family reunion and mega camp. Obviously, you're in Ignite right now, so there's plenty of training. There's Command Training, which is your CRM, your customer relationship management software. There's Mega Agent Planning System, so there's a lot of coaching. There's Bold Training, which is kind of a boot camp type training. Command, like I said, it's your CRM. How do you stay in touch with your customers? We've got an app for you. We've got the app that searches homes. It ties to your website. Profit share. We've got your profit share system to talk about how can we help you build passive income? How can we help you build wealth? We've got a lot of resources for you. We've got Keller Mortgage. We've got Keller Covered, which is the insurance company. Like I said, we've got communities. If you're looking to plug into a group of people, there's endless lists of groups that you can plug into to build relationships. I think this is a good exercise that you guys can come back and visit. But where do you want to be in a year? I would take some time and look at these questions and write them down. And it's going to help you craft your goals on where you want to be in a year. What does your big life look like? Are you donating to charity? Are you paying off mom and dad's mortgage? What does your big life look like? To achieve success, you need motivation and inspiration for doing it. What's your big why? What's your net income goal? How does your company dollar and your cap and your royalty, how does all of this play into what your income goal is and how many homes you need to sell to hit your income goal? We're going to be diving deeper into what this looks like in building out your business plan. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Like I said, there's KW Cares, KW Next Gen. Want to go over your daily success systems before we wrap this up. How many conversations did you have today? How many contacts did you add to KW Command or CRM? How many thank you notes did you send out? Hey, it was great to meet you the other day. If you need any real estate help, I'm here to help. Did you comment on anybody's post? Are you engaging with people on social media? What else are you doing? How many appointments are you holding? I'm excited to go down this journey with you of Ignite and getting your real estate businesses launched. I'm here to help you guys, and have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.